Hi, do you want a happy and healthy garden but are worried that the soil quality isn't up to par? Well, stick around because in this video we're revealing the ultimate lawn tilling techniques, the key ingredients to cultivating a garden that will become thriving. Welcome to Guy's Garden and DIY. Alright, let's get to it. The first thing you're going to need is a rear tine tiller if you're going to be tilling into a yard that has not been tilled before. These things are able to pull themselves and do part of the work for you, and you're going to need something that's nice and sturdy to be able to break through the hard soil. Where I'm located, there's a lot of clay and rocks in the ground that we need to break through, and the soil that I'm tilling into, I don't believe has ever been tilled. So if you have a little mantis tiller, hold on to that for later, but in the meantime you're going to need something a little bit stronger. If you do not own one, don't worry, the odds are pretty good of you being able to pick one up from your local tool rental company. Then you want to mark out the area where you want your garden to be and get started tilling. You're going to want to go over it at least 2 to 3 times. I think I went over mine about 5 in total because, as I said earlier, this soil had never been tilled before and I needed to break everything up as much as possible. After going through the soil a few times, you want to rake out all the debris, such as the grass that's been tilled up, and glass bottles, fishing poles, whatever else you may find. It's kind of incredible how there's just garbage everywhere, but we'll save that for another time. Once you get everything raked up, just load it up into a wagon to take to a different location. I separated all the debris that was in mine from the grass and the dirt, so I could just take the dirt and put it into my compost bin, which I have a video of showing how to make that I'll leave at the top. Which brings us to the next step of adding nutrients to the soil. What I used was a blend of plant food, compost, and garden soil that we had hauled in, mainly for the raised beds I have made, which I have a video for as well. If you like what you're seeing so far, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get notified whenever I upload all these different projects that I'm doing. I have a lot in the works. All you're going to do though is just distribute the soil and compost evenly on top of the existing soil and till it in. If you need to, spray it down with water to help with dust control. Time for food. We're going all organic, so we use this, which doesn't take much, only 1 1/3 cup for every 10 square feet of soil. Spread it across the top, and then it's time to till that in. And this is where the mantis tiller comes in handy. Then it's time to plant. You obviously can plant whatever you like. However, what I did was, for the length of the garden, in the very back row, I planted sunflowers, then 2 rows of corn. Then in the front, for the remaining width of the garden, I planted cucumbers, lettuce, cauliflower, peas, broccoli, Swiss chard, and melons. At one end, I made the mounds for the cucumbers, and at the opposite end, the mounds for the melons, so they do not cross-pollinate because they are in the same family, and you might make some weird hybrids. And then next to the cucumbers, I planted iceberg lettuce, and then next to the iceberg, I planted the cauliflower. The center, I planted the peas, and on the other side of the peas, the broccoli, then the Swiss chard, and then the melons. The peas are in the center to provide some shade for the iceberg lettuce, since it does not like a whole lot of sun as much as the Swiss chard does. And once they start growing, it'll provide the lettuce with a little bit of shade. And there you have it. Once you got everything planted, be sure to drench the soil and then give it all the proper love and food that it needs, and everything will do just fine. Just be certain not to overfeed because you can definitely fry things. Be sure to check the description for some special offers. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications to get notified whenever we post more videos. Thank you for watching.